for another code recollection. Last time, we helped a new buddy that stole our stuff. But we helped him try to find out what happened to his father, who not just owned the boat dock here, but apparently owned a lot of resort kind of area after winning the lottery. We didn't find out much. We did find a suitcase that contained a pH test for testing water, as well as a few other items. But unfortunately, Matthew had to leave, or at least he disappeared. So I don't know where he went. Let's see where the story takes us next. Bode. Yes. Chapter 3. Unspoken Thought.
I wonder what exactly happened here 5 years ago. Did it have something to do with Matthew's dad? Could that be the reason he disappeared? I need to find Matthew. Where could he be? What did Dan say about where Matthew went last year? Something about finding Matthew in an old house near here.
Yes. Abandoned building. Think that's where it's taken me. Or want me to go, anyway. Or no. That's where I came from before, the abandoned building and the mine that's blocked off. Never mind. That might be the house, though, down here. Bottom right. Nope. Let's explore. And also Das. We haven't found any more lost memories. Oh, darn it. I need to get used to the control scheme again. I'm so bad at that. Alright. Sophia, a researcher at JC Valley. She's one of Dad's co-workers. She was the first person I met at the cookout Dad invited me to. She has a grown-up sort of elegance and a real beauty to her, but she also seems a little hard to approach. Even if my first impression of her is wrong, she was talking to Rex about work the whole time, and I didn't have the courage to butt in. But she works with Dad, so I should really try to say hi to her at some point. How should I go about approaching her? What if she doesn't want to talk to me? I guess I won't know until I try, but it makes me a little nervous. What? Large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. They get along pretty well, but it isn't his pet. He said that it just started following him around near the campground. It's too well behaved to be a wild animal, so I guess someone must really be worried about their lost dog right now. Next time I see it, I should try and befriend it so I can give it all the cuddles. Ian is another researcher who works with Dad. While cleaning up after the cookout, he noticed Dad forgot his hat, so he asked me to bring it to his cottage. I bet Dad's doing stuff like this all the time, forgetting things and imposing on everyone else for help. Ian told me how to find the cottage, and also warned me to stay away from the out-of-service boathouse, but then I met Matthew, and we wound up sneaking in. I don't want Ian to worry, so maybe I just won't tell him I went inside. Works, I suppose. Gina is another one of Dad's researcher colleagues. When I needed to take Dad's hat back to him, she jumped in to remind Ian to be specific with his instructions, since I'd never been here. She also told me that there was some shady guy in sunglasses hanging around the boathouse, so I was ready to hide right away when I saw him by the lakeshore. Gina's great. She's kind and considerate, the kind of person I want to be as an adult. A suspicious-seeming guy in a black suit and sunglasses. When Gina and Ian asked me to take Dad's hat back to him, they warned me to be careful about this creepy guy hanging around the area. When I spotted him, he sure didn't look like a local, so I figured this was who they were talking about. Matthew's been keeping tabs on him, I guess because he thinks that guy might be connected to his dad's disappearance, but snooping around the lake doesn't prove anything. He seems less like a culprit, more like a detective or somebody following the case. But that's just a gut feeling. Who is he? What's he doing here? And is he connected to Matthew's dad somehow? Oh my gosh, so many people, and I feel like it's just gonna get bigger. Alright, start from the left, we'll go right. Matthew's mom died from an illness. It seems like before she died, she was mad that Matthew cared so much about his missing dad. But why? Always crying and so angry. I wonder if she had a reason to want Matthew to give up on his dad. I guess she wanted to protect him. Since Matthew was so broken-hearted about his dad, I can only imagine how sad she felt when she got ill and was forced to leave her son's side. Matthew's little sister. She loves stuffed animals. That strange little rabbit in her father's briefcase was kinda cute. I guess I can see why she liked it. That one must be her favorite. In fact, it was falling apart, so you can tell just how much she loves it. So that boy's name is Matthew, after all. He ran away to the lake, and I caught him after he fell into a well by an abandoned building. Well, I guess rescued is closer to the truth. When Matthew told me that he was looking for his dad who had gone missing, I was sympathetic right away. I totally get wanting to find your father, but I didn't trust him at first, and said mean things to him. I can't make that up to him exactly, but I can help him look for clues about his dad. I mean, look at this poor kid, all alone with his mom dead and his dad missing. I can't just do nothing. Matthew's dad was the president of a resort company, so I guess the super rich part was actually true. The company was called Crusoe Resort, and they were trying to make Lake Juliet into a tourist trap, with stuff like campground and boathouse, but there was some kind of trouble and the company went bankrupt 5 years ago. Maybe that's why Michael went missing? Huh, the clock tower was also sealed up 5 years ago, and Michael disappeared 5 years ago. What else happened here 5 years ago? On the shore of Lake Juliet, I had another memory about Mom from 13 years ago. I saw her staring silently out at the lake, holding my hand. What was she thinking about? I don't remember the details, but I feel like she was different somehow right then. Did something happen to her that day? On my way to Dad's cottage to drop off the hat he forgot, I found Matthew. My first thought was to catch him and make him give me back my bag, but he ran away from me and got stuck in a well behind an abandoned building. Who hides in a well? I learned a lot talking to Matthew, like why he stole my bag and why he ran away from home. He's not just a random criminal jerk like I thought. I decided to help him look for his dad when I realized he was basically me 2 years ago. We searched the boathouse on the shore that had been all sealed up and found his dad Michael's briefcase. While we were looking through it, Dan almost caught us, but I distracted him and Matthew sneaked away. That reminds me though, Dan mentioned something happened with a clock tower 5 years ago. As we explored the lakeshore, I remembered some more stuff about Mom. I was pretty little in the memory, but I was worried about her, like she was different or something. Like she seemed different. The director of JC Valley, that's where Dad works. He's Elizabeth's father. Turns out he's Dad's boss, and that means I had better behave in front of him. He's a little intimidating, too. Who wears a suit to a cookout? All he talks about is work, so I figured he would not want to talk to a teenager. And in fact, he spent the whole cookout talking to Sophia. I don't exactly know why, but I got the feeling there's something going on between them. Interesting. The keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of JC Valley. I first saw her at the campground, but she was busy, so I didn't have a chance to say hi. Later I did, and I regretted it. Turns out she's the worst. The first time we spoke, she ignored what I had to say and talked down to me the whole time. I just wanted to say hi. My mistake, I guess. I just don't get her. Her dad is my dad's boss, so I have to be careful what I say to her. How frustrating. If it weren't for that, I would have let her have it. I wish I could. I can't believe she's friends with Tommy and Janet. They make a big deal about her taste in music and fashion sense, but I can't just look past her personality and appreciate that stuff. Why did I even come here again? The drummer in Tommy's band. She's really friendly and fun to be around. She told me their band is entering the Big Deal Band Contest. I'm going to enter too, but according to her, their goal isn't just to enter. She wants to enter, win, and get a record deal. And winning this contest is the quickest way to make that happen. Tommy has different motives, but seeing Janet's ambition really makes me want to dig down deep and give it my all. Rock on, Janet. a college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing all their songs. Janet says he's good enough to be a pro guitarist, and I'm pretty impressed that he also writes the music. I guess he's also really popular with the fans of the band. It's weird to think that the slacker who's always taking breaks in the storage room is, like, cool. That being said, I haven't heard their music, and as a fellow guitarist, I'm really curious to hear how he plays. Dan spoke to me at the campsite. When he showed me a picture of Matthew, I confirmed that he was the one who stole my bag. He told me that Matthew had run away from home 3 days ago, not for the first time. Dan says he's been asked to find him. At the time, I didn't know anything about Matthew, and I thought he was just a runaway troublemaker. But I was wrong. He had good reasons for running away. When Dan came to the boathouse, Matthew was actually with me, and I felt a little bad for not saying anything. But I wanted to help Matthew, because I know what it's like to want to see your dad. I was really nervous talking to Dan, but I did find out some stuff about Lake Juliet, like the clock tower and Michael's company, Crusoe Resort. So it was a good thing in the end that I talked to him. Yahoo. Alright. No more characters. Off to explore. Oh, it's Dan again. There's Dan on the phone. Matthew probably didn't go that way. Okay. So, I guess he went back to the abandoned building then. Maybe? What's his name again? Matthew. Matthew, where are you, bud? Not in the well, are you?
Matthew.
Maybe he came back here, but I guess I was wrong. Well, you didn't like go in through there again, break through? No? Okay. Hey, there's a button. Didn't notice that before. Don't think I can get to it though. Darn it! Who wouldn't press the big red button? Maybe I should go back to the campsite then? Since I came here, I can't keep going that way apparently. Because Dan. Let me go to that area one more time where Dan is. Maybe there was something else there I just didn't notice. Before heading to the campsite and the guest house in those areas. Maybe I missed something. Could happen. Yeah, Dan's still there, so he won't let me through. But there's this. I did miss this. Okay. This is that photographer's house Dan told me about? Back of the house? No.
The door's open.
Matthew ran in there. Yep. Hello? Anyone in here?
Hmm.
Sounds like no one's home. Time to explore. Big kettle. I bet you could boil all sorts of water in that thing. No one's living here, but they didn't move out either. There's still dishes in the sink. Did something happen while they were washing the dishes? There's still sauces and dishes and stuff here. Why did the owner just disappear and leave all this here?
Huh?
Who's this?
Ah.
Oh, this is a photo of the clock tower. It looks like they took this photo from in front of this house. Guess the person who lived here liked books. I bet they sat and read in that chair by the fireplace. A nice chair in front of the fireplace on a cold winter day. Sounds pretty great, honestly.
Ah.
Those footprints, they must be Matthew's. Must be. Not the guy in sunglasses, definitely not him.
What's
Nah,
this?
it's Matthew.
Looks like Matthew's dad's briefcase. Matthew's gotta be around here.
I wonder where. I wonder where he could be. It's a mystery, you know. Alright, before going to the obvious. I think the top one is a sunset and the bottom is a sunrise.
Pretty.
The scenery here is so pretty. Hutch? Huh, lots of stuff still here, but this hutch is empty. Whatever was in here must have been important if it's all they took when they left. This calendar is from 5 years ago. It's like time just stopped in here. These four are just all beautiful. I'd love to have a pretty portrait like these taken of me. These albums are huge, and there's 2 of each for each year? How many pictures does a photographer take in a year?
Pretty.
It's a landscape photo. It's so pretty. Newspaper. These articles aren't about anything worth mentioning. Gilbert Moss to be Lake Juliet resident. It's an article about someone named Gilbert Moss. Says he's living in Lake Juliet. Date September 9th, 1998. Not a very recent report. Right, this is a tripod for holding the camera still. Bigger than I thought. Photographers have to work pretty hard carrying all this gear around. National Photo Contest, Grand Prize, Gilbert Moss. Alright.
A trap door? Looks like stairs down to the basement. I should check it out.
Oh, it's a bathroom.
Matthew?
Slash dark room?
Oh, Ashley.
I've been trying to find you.
How'd you know I'd be here?
Dan gave me the idea. He said this is where they found you when you ran away last time.
You didn't tell him you'd seen me, did you? Does he know I'm here?
Of course not. Don't worry. He's looking for you, though. He said he'd take you to the police if he found you. This is a great spot to lay low. Basement hideout's a nice touch. How'd you find this place?
Some construction worker told me about it last year. Said a photographer used to live here. He'd take pictures of the lake all the time. But one day, he just disappeared and left all his stuff too.
Huh. That's strange. Huh? Hey, is this you in this picture?
Yeah, and that's my family. I found it here last year.
Oh? Huh.
Yeah.
Those two are my parents, Michael and Emily. That one near mom is...
Yeah.
That's you, right? You're so little.
Hey.
So then the girl on your dad's back is your little sister Kelly? Yeah.
Is that the stuffed animal that was in the briefcase?
Yeah, Kelly loved that stuff bunny. She took it everywhere.
It's a great picture. You all look so happy.
Yeah, we were. We were really happy. Kelly and I laughed and played, and our parents laughed with us. Ashley? Dan asks, please don't tell him where I am. He'll call the police, and they'll take me back to my uncle. And I never want to go back there again.
Look, Matthew. I understand how you feel, but you can't keep going like this. Why don't you want to go back to your uncle? You know, my dad went missing for years before, too. I lived with my aunt the whole time he was gone. I get it. So I can tell you one thing for sure. Your uncle must be really worried about you right now.
No way! He's not worried at all!
Matthew.
He hates me! Trust me! He was going to send me to boarding school!
Boarding school? What would that mean?
He's sending me to some school in London in September.
London? Like in England?
Yeah,
That's basically the other side of the world.
I know. He said I need to learn how to be a responsible adult. But they have all these rules, and I have to live at the school too. I won't be able to come home until I graduate.
That's awful.
So, I didn't have a choice. I needed to run away. This is my last chance to find my dad. If I get caught again, I'll never be able to come back.
I had no idea. So, this stuffed bunny's Kelly's? What was it doing in the briefcase, I wonder?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why don't you hold on to it? Might help cheer you up if you're ever feeling lonely. What do you think?
No, you hang on to it.
Come on, you should have it.
I said no!
Huh?
Fine. Then I'll go with Ashley.
Okay, I'll help you.
What?
You want to find out what happened to your dad, right? Let me help you. We'll do it together.
Really?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ashley.
There is one thing, though. If we don't get anywhere today, you have to go back to your uncle. At least for now.
What? Why?
Think about it. Let's say you keep looking for your dad. What happens if you never find a lead?
Well,
What will you do?
I'll keep looking.
You'll just keep looking forever?
That's right. I'll never give up.
If that's how you feel, why not talk to your uncle about it? Tell him how serious you are. I'm sure he'll understand.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's start our search.
Okay.
Our first stop should be my dad's cottage. I've been thinking about how to read the disc from the briefcase. I bet we can check it out there.
Don't you think he'll report me?
Don't worry, he's at the lab.
You're sure?
Yep, positive. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure is dusty. No one's used this in years. Wonder where Matthew's dad went. Poor Matthew. I hope we can get them back together. What's this? More photography equipment? I guess there's a lot more to photography than I realized. Developing solution, fixing agent, chemicals for developing film, I guess. Do you soak your photos in this tray to develop them? Portable electric stove among the equipment for developing photos. An electric stove? Is this for developing photos? Maybe they just used it to boil water for coffee or whatever while they were working? I'm not sure I like the idea of a toilet in the basement. What if you want to go in the middle of the night? Creepy. Doesn't feel like they use this place for bathing, does it? Did they have another bathroom? This is film. Jessica showed me some once. Isn't it bad to leave it hanging out like this? Weird place to hang photos. Did they get wet or something? Weren't they worried about the pictures falling into the tub? I guess this thing controls the power for the house. I don't want to accidentally kill the power or anything, so I won't touch it. Good idea for now. We're probably going to need to develop film later.
The briefcase. Got it.
Not too heavy?
Nope, I'm good. I carried it this far, didn't I?
Alright, it's all yours.
Let's go.
Elizabeth?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What's with the face? Do you have a problem with me?
Not at all. Just surprised. I didn't expect to see you out here.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Why would you ask me that? It's none of your business.
Calm down. I was just making small talk. It doesn't take much to set you off, does it?
I didn't mean it like that. I was just taking a walk. Am I not allowed to go for a walk?
Is that so?
Let's go, Ashley.
Wait.
What?
Ugh, I knew it. You're that Crusoe resort kid.
You know Matthew?
Of course. Everyone around here does. He's the son of the president of Crusoe Resort.
What's with the attitude?
I just love the faces.
So what if he's the president's son?
You clearly have no idea, so I'll enlighten you. You should know about Crusoe Resort. After all, they almost ruined the lake.
Ruined the lake?
Yeah, and it was his dad's fault. First, the jerk finds this beautiful lake. Then he buys up all the land he can to make this big
Great. Now where'd he go? Oh, okay. Yo.
Hey, are you okay?
What do you think about what Elizabeth said?
I think she didn't have to be so rude. She kind of made me mad.
So you were shocked?
Well, yeah, a little. Do you know if that's true?
Everyone says it is.
But you don't believe it?
No. But I get confused sometimes. I can't help but wonder if...
That's why you had the pH test. Well, let's hurry up and test, dang it. Let's get back to the cabin.
I've been here before. With my family.
Oh yeah? It's huge.
Yeah. This is a special tree. I remember Dad used to stand here and look out at the lake. He always seemed so calm.
You remember.
I just thought Dad liked the view. And then everything happened, and now I'm not so sure. What was he thinking about when he stared out at the lake? And that's something I wonder about now.
It sounds like this tree is important to you.
Yeah, I have so many memories of all of us together here.
What was your family like?
Dad was always busy working. And when I'd ask him to play, he'd yell about being interrupted.
Oh.
Mom was always sick, so I used to take care of Kelly. And we played together all the time. Kelly was cute, but she was a lot younger. She cried a lot.
Being a big brother must be tough sometimes.
Yeah,
Hey, Matthew? Does Kelly live with your uncle too?
no. My uncle said she went to stay someplace a long way from here. I don't get to see her.
That sounds really lonely.
Yeah. Honestly, I just don't remember. I can't even remember the day my dad left. When I try, everything gets fuzzy. It's all a blank. Not the last thing he said before he left, or the look on his face.
Seeing Matthew like this reminds me so much of Dee. Something terrible must have happened to Matthew. Something that left a scar inside. Just like with Dee. Listen, when I learned about my mom, a friend told me something. He said, even though facing the truth can be hard, in the end it's always for the best. What do you think?
You're right. I need to know what Dad was thinking. And that's why I have to find out what happened to him. The clock tower.
You want to check it out next? Let's take a look. Might find something. So let's go. What are you waiting for?
Nothing, I guess.
They're gonna be Ghost Girl in the tree. Well, by the tree anyway. More ghost. Is she still there? Ghost. The tree is huge, especially compared to the other ones. I wonder how old it is. Maybe it's even older than the lake.
Oh, wow. It's so much taller up close. Promise me, Matthew. Don't go near the clock tower.
Ashley?
Yeah?
I changed my mind. I don't want to go. I just have a really bad feeling.
It's okay. If you don't want to go, that's fine.
I'm really sorry.
Why don't you wait here while I take a look? Just don't let Dan find you.
Okay.
That's the statue, the mermaid statue. Oop. Wonder if there are any mermaid legends about Lake Juliet. I mean, they went and made a whole bronze statue, so maybe? She doesn't look happy. Doesn't look happy at all. Can't really make out what it says. We don't really have the key, so I doubt it'll just open. Oh!
Ashley, see that clock tower? Your dad and I once went all the way to the top.
I remember. It used to be open to everyone. I wonder if I can get in.
No, it doesn't really even have a digital thing.
Not opening. And if I can't get in, I can't investigate.
Nope. Unless...
No good?
No good? Way in the back. Way in the back.
No good?
No good? More updates. I'll get back to it. There anything we have? Snacks. Keychain, watch, dad's hat, RC boat, and a controller. Nope. Alright.
Hey.
Hey, you. Uh-oh. This is...
Matthew just now, wasn't it?
Is he after Matthew?
Do you have a moment?
Sure.
Yeah, not Bill.
But can I ask you a question first?
Go ahead.
How do you know about Matthew?
Not just Matthew. I know about you too. Ashley Mizuki Robbins. The only child of Dr. Richard Robbins.
What? How'd you know that?
A good question.
Who are you?
John Smith.
Don't...
Seriously? John Smith? There is no way that's your real name.
Is that what you think?
What's this guy hiding? He's seriously suspicious.
The look of total mistrust of adults on the face of youth.
And seriously weird.
I'll tell you this much. I am not your enemy.
What's with your hand, dude? What is that? The hand? What's with even the way it's kind of... Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling.
I've always wanted to use that line.
I literally could not imagine a more suspicious person if I tried.
Hey now, have mercy.
Okay, let's cut the jokes. I'm not falling for whatever this is. How do you know about us? Who are you really? Now what are you doing?
Checking our perimeter. Can you keep a secret, Ashley?
Usually.
You cannot repeat what I'm about to tell you. The truth is, I'm a special agent. I'm looking into something that happened 5 years ago.
A special agent?
You look surprised. I know. Hearing special agent can be quite the shock.
Actually, I'm more interested in what happened 5 years ago.
That's what got your attention?
It has something to do with Matthew's dad, doesn't it? Tell me what you know. Please.
Ashley, did Matthew tell you what happened 5 years ago?
Huh? Why? What does he have to do with investigating the resort and the lake?
That's confidential. Information regarding the investigation is classified.
Then I won't tell you anything. I'll conduct my own investigation.
I would stop if I were you.
Why?
In this world, certain truths are better left undiscovered. Would you pass that message on to Matthew as well?
Me?
Tell him for me, Ashley.
Special agent, huh?
Special Agent Man.
Matthew!
Yes, just keep yelling his name, Ashley. Wrestle. Bark.
Oh, it's you! I saw you at the guest house.
Ashley,
There you are.
I saw you talking to the guy in the sunglasses. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we just talked. I questioned him a little.
Wow, really? Awesome.
It's no big deal.
What did you find out?
He didn't say who he was, but he told me what he's doing here. He's investigating what happened 5 years ago.
Huh?
He wouldn't give details. Said it was top secret.
That's so sketchy. What if he's behind it?
I'm not sure. He was odd, but it didn't seem like he was up to no good.
Bark.
Hi, puppy. Good to see you. Now, where did you come from? Let's try to guess your name. Bonnie? Rusty? Pochi?
That last one's too weird.
It's not weird. Pochi is a very common dog name in Japan.
Huh. That's really a Japanese dog name?
Yep. My dad told me.
Does your dad know a lot about Japan?
Sort of. My mom was Japanese.
Oh, cool. But this dog's name definitely isn't Pochi. It's Princess. I saw it on her collar.
Bark. Princess.
You sure do seem like a princess.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Definitely a dog person. I wanted one when I was little, but we lived in an apartment. So I used to play with my neighbor's dog after school instead.
Really?
Hey, princess. Wanna be friends?
Hey, so how was the clock tower?
It was locked. I couldn't get in.
Oh,
Come to think of it, Dad told me something. He said the clock's been stopped for 5 years now. I guess that means we can't get inside.
oh well. So, where's your dad's cottage?
Oh, well, it is what it is. Let's just get away from here. Do something else.
I think it was just past the bridge. First house on the left.
Well, let's go.
Sure thing.
Aye, aye, Captain. Yeah.
It's locked? Dad's place is on the other side of the bridge. Oh, this isn't good.
Why did they tell her to come and give him his hat if she had no way without the frickin' special item to get past here? The Raz
The Ras.
is responding, which means
I knew it.
the The DAS responded too, so maybe I can open this. Time to hackety hack. Oh. Oh, gosh darn it. I'm dumb. Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it?
Nice. It opened. Huh? Where'd Princess go?
Ran off somewhere.
Oh. Maybe we'll see her again.
Looks cool. First house on the left, right? So this one? I guess this is Dad's cottage. There was stuff for the two memories part. So yeah, Bob's Food Mart was one of them. Let's see where else. I think there was another one in the area. With the Memora. Oh, it's gonna be in his house. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there's one next to Bob's Food Hut too. Okay, so 3 in this area. Cool. Let's do the food hut first. You know what? Might be a dog person, but I like both dogs and cats. Aw, sweet thing. Looks pretty comfortable. I should let it rest.
Ah.
This car has the restaurant's logo on it. Do they use this car to pick up supplies or something? Out for delivery. This illustration is so good, it's making me hungry. Big hit. Bob the chef. Should be on the left just past the covered bridge, so this must be the wrong place. Alright, fine. I was gonna gatekeep. That's fine. 'Tis what it is.
Huh.
He left it unlocked? Kinda unsafe, Dad. Oh, he is here, I guess.
It's just issue after issue. How strange. It looks like unauthorized access from outside the JC Valley system. It can't be.
You're sure your dad isn't here?
Definitely. Don't worry.
Where's the computer?
I'll look for it.
Ashley,
Dad? What are you doing here?
I wrapped up at the lab. I'm sorry I had to leave the cookout so abruptly.
You said he wouldn't be here.
It's fine. I'll cover for you. You left your hat.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
Thanks for bringing it to me. You have a friend with you?
Oh, yeah. This is, Mario.
Mamma mia.
Yep, Mario.
He's okay with it, I guess.
Mario, eh? It's okay. Let me get a good look at you. Now, could you be the kid Dan told me about?
No, Dad. No way.
Don't be afraid. You must be Matthew.
No, Mario. Mario.
I heard you ran away from home. You must be having a hard time. I was about your age when I ran away for the first time. Will you tell me what's going on, Matthew?
Sure.
I didn't see this coming. Was Dad always like this?
So I only have today to figure out what happened to my dad.
I see. You've been through a lot.
Please don't tell Dan about Matthew.
Don't worry. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Thanks, Dad.
I hope you find a lead soon.
Yeah. Ashley, your dad is different from how I expected.
Yeah. I don't think my dad is what you'd call normal.
Huh? Not normal?
Aw.
Get it? That was a compliment.
It was?
You two are actually pretty similar.
I'm not.
Well, how was the cookout, Ashley?
I didn't know anyone,
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
but I met someone who knew Mom. He said on the outside I look like Mom, but inside I'm more like you.
Is that right?
I don't really get what he meant. I don't even know you that well.
Is that right?
Hmm.
Oh, before I forget. Can you look at this? It belonged to Matthew's dad.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a floppy disk. My computer's upstairs. There's a floppy drive around in there somewhere. If you can find it. Feel free to look around.
What? Thanks. I'll start looking.
I remembered something else about Mom.
Did you?
Yeah. Sometimes the scenery here reminds me of things.
You're remembering things? It's possible something happened 13 years ago. Something that stuck deep in her memory.
Why did I suddenly remember Mom?
Well,
Do you know something?
I've been thinking. On the night your mom died, she had just returned with you from Lake Juliet. I've analyzed that day over and over. I keep thinking,
You're overthinking it, Dad. When it's about Mom, you always do.
how can I not? She's always on my mind. Especially since I haven't been able to say goodbye.
Dad.
And someone's home. Hello, Gina. What is it?
The system is acting up again.
Oh?
The security system is behaving strangely.
More than that. It's just one issue after another. How unusual. Okay, I'll be right there.
Did something happen?
More trouble at the lab. I'm sorry to leave you alone again, but I have to.
Alright.
Oh, right. There's a restaurant nearby if you get hungry.
Yeah, I
Feel
can
free to
go.
order something. Just say you're my daughter, and they'll put it on my tab.
Will do.
Okay. I better go.
You got this, Dad.
Yeah, I guess I do. Go ahead.
Aw. That's nice, at least.
He's so busy. We never have time to just talk. I forgot to tell him about Brass opening the lock.
or that there was a lock on the gate. Was there supposed to be? Alright, look around your dad's place. Mystery. Oh, a bathroom. Space around Dad's sink sure is bare. Jessica and I have all sorts of makeup and cosmetics around our sink back home. And a mirror? Nope. Stand and shower? Eh. There. Let's try upping the camera speed a bit. Let's try 50. 50. That's better, I think. There we go. Alright. Never seen this brand of detergent before. The one we use at home smells way better. Dad should use that one instead. But the fact he's doing laundry at all is a win, so I guess I won't bring it up. Dad needs to take better care of his jackets. This is so like him. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. Let's see, a few veggies, a few condiments, and cool pop. Guess he doesn't like cooking for himself. Dad blends with black tea? I wonder what kind of herb he's using. I can't place its smell. There's more to drink in this kitchen than there is to eat. Gotta remember to ask Dad if he's eating. Can't believe he actually bought a special hat just for camping. Does he really think this will convince anyone he's somehow outdoorsy? I mean, he did try when he was on the island for a bit. Although he failed, but still. Dad's bag is stuffed full. What's he always carrying around? What a sloppy way to hang your jacket. That's so Dad. Don't come crying to me when it loses its shape because you didn't use a hanger. I don't need to call anyone right now. Oh, this clock has stopped. I bet Dad hadn't even noticed. Maybe it's just for decoration.
Sorry for the wait, Matthew.
Oh, good timing. I can't log into the computer. It needs a password.
Oh no. My dad just left for the lab. I can't ask him for it.
Maybe he wrote it down somewhere.
Knowing him, that's very likely. Let's take a look around his room and see if we can find anything.
On it.
My residence on Lake Juliet scanned. When I decided to join JC Valley, Rex, the director, brought me here to tour the cottages. This cottage area was one of Crusoe Resort's large-scale projects, but because the plans for the overall resort failed, most of the cottages have sat uninhabited. Rex told me to pick whichever one I wanted, and the lab would fit the bill. so I wound up touring several of them. All of the ones Rex recommended were too stylish for my tastes. They just didn't suit my lifestyle, so I had a hard time choosing. Ultimately, I chose this two-story cottage with a quaint little fireplace, mainly because it's close to the lake. After touring the other units, I told Rex that I'd rather the other new researchers take the fancier places, but Rex told me not to worry about that. Apparently, I'm the only one. It sounds like I'm JC Valley's sole new researcher this month. Maybe even this whole year.
Dad?
Dad puts some pictures up.
Dad?
Oh. Dad, really shouldn't leave things lying around like this. Applied techniques of photochemistry, wavelengths of light as interpreted by cameras. Oof, what a title. Must be what he's reading right now. Origami. Wow, Dad made all this origami? He must really love it. Note? There's something written on it. What's this supposed to mean? ND. Oh, it's a photo. Why would someone write this on the back, though?
Maybe.
Maybe the other photos have something written on them, too? And knowing Dad, I bet one of them has his password on it. I bet there's something here. Let's check this out. These pictures are like the others. There should be something written on the back. But the order of the photos is all mixed up. Come on, Dad.
How about this?
Might as well put them in order while looking for the password.
Yeah.
This is the order the photos were taken in, right?
Oops.
Now, what does the writing on the back say? I sure do hope it's the password. This has to be it. I'm gonna lie, my first thoughts were this is gonna be something else when I flip the last picture. Moving on. This must be it. Mindful. Yes.
All right.
Let's start entering the password. Oh. Lowercase or uppercase, I wonder. No?
All right, we're in.
Oh, no, yeah, we're okay.
Yes!
Yeah!
Now we just gotta pop the disc in and we're good. Let me see it, Matthew.
One sec. Here you go.
Got disc.
And it goes... Oh no. This computer has no disk drive.
You said you needed to find it.
We can't see the data?
Wait. Dad said he had an external floppy drive.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be somewhere around here.
Let's look for it.
Oh god, it's such a mess. I'm not much better at all. This bookshelf is a mess. I want to organize these books so bad. Huh? This novel was just turned into a movie. I've been curious about the book. I should ask Dad if I can borrow it. There's some novels here. I wonder if he reads before going to sleep. Jeez, Dad, you should throw these out once they're empty.
Dad.
How much sleep is Dad getting? Even when we lived together, he would stay up late working. I'm a little worried about him. these research materials? Dad buys something online almost every day. One of these days he'll wind up buying the same thing twice and throwing one out. Might not necessarily be in here either. Alright.
How about this?
Let's look at the data on the floppy disk. Okay, so I guess it has to be here somewhere. Yeah, drawers on the desk. Probably gonna need the cable. This must connect to some computer around here. Origami paper hasn't been folded yet. Dad does get hurt a lot. Why is there a tube in here? Just some packing tape. Must be what he used on the boxes in here. Next drawer. That's Dad's glasses case. A couple of pens and a notepad. What if these batteries have any juice left in them? What's this? There's a slot. Looks like a disc could fit in it. Now grab the wires. What if this can connect the drive on the computer?
How about this?
Now I can connect this to the computer. Drive with cable.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oops.
Now the disc.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. I can access the floppy disk. A file popped up on the screen. What is this?
Open it.
Michael Caruso, my company, is not responsible for the cause of the lake's water pollution, though the independent water quality testing I conducted. I discovered that an unknown contaminant has been flowing into the lake for. I ascertain that this substance is and eliminate any suspicion regarding Caruso Resorts as soon as possible.
The data looks corrupted, so I can't read it all. Seems like your dad wrote it, though.
It says, eliminate any suspicion.
Right. That must be it.
It's why he was investigating the lake's pollution.
And he figured out that this unknown contaminant is what's causing it. Do you think this is why your dad disappeared? Because he was trying to find what really polluted the lake?
It must be. Someone didn't want Dad to find out, and they got to him. I'm close, Dad. Ashley, I want to check out the lake. There's a water quality testing kit in my dad's briefcase. We'll use that to find this unknown contaminant, and then I'll figure out where it's coming from.
The tower.
This looks pretty old.
Too old to use, that's for sure. How else can we test the lake's water quality?
Authenticating DAS. Approach to connect.
The computer just made a noise.
And there's something on the screen.
Authenticating DAS. Approach to connect.
What's a DAS?
It's this. My dad made it. Let's see what happens when I hold it near the computer.
Installing.
What is this? That's the phone. Maybe Dad's calling. Watch the DAS, Matthew.
Sure. Can I play with it once it's finished installing?
It won't work for you. It only likes me.
Oh, come on.
Hey.
Hello?
Ashley, is that you?
Jessica!
How's the trip?
Alright, I guess.
You should get out and enjoy yourself. Is your dad there?
He's at the lab. Something came up.
I see. Did he say when he'd be back?
Nope. He didn't say much, as usual.
Okay. I'll try again later.
Oh. Ashley!
Whoa. Say this. We have quite a bit of time left. Let's keep going. Chapter 4, The Secret of the Lake. Thinking what's polluting the lake was either from the mine or whatever's going on with the tower that's close to it. Convenient!
Whoa, what's this? Water quality analysis? I guess it picked up a new feature.
Feature explanation. The DAS can analyze the spectral reflectance properties of a liquid it has scanned and renders substances in that liquid as a molecular model. It can also compare these substances to other molecular models stored in the DAS's memory.
What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, it's a little confusing, but I think we can check water quality just by scanning it with the DAS.
So we can investigate the lake pollution with this thing.
My dad designed all sorts of features for the DAS, huh? Why were you investigating the pollution? Does it have something to do with why Mom came here 13 years ago?
Come on, Ashley. Let's use the DAS to investigate the lake pollution.
Right. I'll help however I can.
Thank you.
Which part of the lake should we use for a water sample?
It might be easiest near the mermaid statue.
Got it. Let's take the DAS over there and check out the water.
Where's the mermaid statue again? By the lake. But also I want to do the food. Yeah, see, they're no longer out for deliveries. They said I can put any meal on his tab, but I need to check the water quality near the mermaid statue first. I'll come back later. Darn it. Oh. I have an empty can. Do it. Convenient spot for a trash can right by the road. Fine. Alright. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Oh.
Maybe it'll stand out more if I put it here.
That looks so good. Yeah, it does.
Hey there, you two. This burger right here is a Lake Juliet specialty. You should get yourself one. Restaurant's over there.
Is that the restaurant Dad was telling me about? He said I could put my food on his tab.
A tab, eh? You wouldn't have to be Dr. Robin's daughter, would you?
That's me. I'm Ashley.
Ashley, of course. You told me about you. He said to take good care of you and your friend if you come by. I'm Bob. I own the place. Nice to meet you, miss.
Bob Fox.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Come visit whenever you like, all right? I'll be around.
Sure thing. Thanks.
I feel like I've seen one of these somewhere before. What kind of gadget is this? A security camera, maybe? Yep. And we're currently being watched. Ha ha ha.
This is the spot.
Yeah, this is a good place.
Use the DAS to investigate the lake water. The scan will start when you aim the DAS camera at the lake surface. Start by finding a spot to investigate from. Somewhere around here should be good. Let's start up the DAS and give it a scan. Lake water scanned. Okay. Displaying molecular model for unknown contaminant scanned in liquid. Checking against previous registered molecular model.
I see.
Let's compare these two substances to see if they're the same. And if they are,
Has to be.
then it means the lake is polluted with whatever it is. They get it? Is that it? How do I have to hold? Oh gosh, okay. That should be enough now. There we go. Polluted.
It must be the unknown contaminant from your dad's file. If we can figure out what it is, I bet we can find the source.
And then we'll be able to find my dad.
But how are we going to figure out what the contaminant is? We could try searching my dad's computer. Someone sounds hungry.
Yeah, I'm kind of starving.
Let's take a break at the restaurant. And you can order whatever you want because my dad's paying.
All right.
Big fish burger. Big fish burger. Big fish burger. Salmon rice burger. Oh, now that's a tasty looking burger. I should get one. Do it! It's locked again. Well, I guess just closed, not necessarily locked. Wait. She really wants that fish burger.
Look, he's on the phone with someone.
Hey, yeah, it's me. More trouble with the system. Oh. So Dr. Robbins is back in the lab. And have you found the document in question? Is that so? No. It must be there somewhere. How many times do I have to tell you? Crusoe Resort is not responsible for the pollution. Understood. I'll be in touch soon. I'm sure the document was at JC Valley. My investigation just hit a roadblock.
I think he saw us.
He's running. Let's chase him.
What? Why?
Hey!
God damn it.
Matthew, wait!
Yeah, Ian. Why did he warn me against the suspicious man in sunglasses if they're talking together? If it's the same Ian anyway. I'll read those in a bit. Although I suppose I should read them now before we get into the next kinda story bit, in case I miss anything. Princess, a large dog that was hanging out with Matthew. She's super friendly. We became fast friends. I can't get over how fluffy her white fur feels. I could get lost in it and pet her forever. Her name is Princess, according to her collar, which means she definitely has an owner, but there's no sign of them. Is she lost or did she run away? No. I'll go from right this time. Tommy, college student who works part-time at the guest house. Tommy's in a band with Janet and Elizabeth, playing lead guitar and writing their songs. I thought he was kind of a slacker with all the breaks he takes at work, but I guess he's using that time to write music, so in his own way, he's actually working hard. The band is also entering the Big Deal Band Contest, so I guess he's just as into music as I am. Unfortunately, he says Elizabeth lost the music player with the demo they recorded as their contest entry. They still haven't found it, and I'd love to help them look, but Elizabeth seems to hate my guts, so I should probably stay out of it. I'll just have to wish them luck. The keyboardist and vocalist in Tommy's band. I saw her sitting alone on a bench by the lake, so I figured I'd ask what she was up to, but she blasted me, saying it's none of my business. Really, what is wrong with her? Why is she always snapping at me? Was it so wrong to ask what she was up to? Then when she saw that Matthew was with me, she got this look and said that he's the son of Caruso Resort's president who did terrible things to the lake. Seriously. What's up with this girl? Matthew had nothing to do with that. It's just awful to believe stories without any proof like that, on top of saying such hurtful things. I can't possibly see myself ever getting along with Elizabeth. And then they'll become fast friends. Everyone around here knows Matthew. After all, he's the son of the president of Caruso Resort. So he's supposed to be the bad guy, polluter. At least that's what Elizabeth thinks. That's probably also why Dan knows about Matthew, and maybe what Dan meant about having his reasons for running away, but they're all wrong. Matthew and I figured out there is no connection between Caruso Resort and the pollution. I wish I could tell Dan what we found, but we can't let him know Matthew is with me, so I guess it has to stay secret for now. Took a phone call from Jessica while I was in Dad's cottage. She asked if I was enjoying the trip, but I hadn't even really thought about it. What with finding out about Michael and flashbacks to Mom, so I wound up lying to her about it. I'll tell her the truth later on. She didn't have anything urgent to say to Dad, but I'll be sure to tell him she called next time I see him. Matthew had run off to the basement of an old empty house that he says a photographer used to live in. There was a picture on the wall of Matthew's family from when they were all happy and living together. He looked so sad talking about that picture and all the fun he had with his family. I'm sure he wants to see them all again as soon as possible, but he can't keep this up forever. If we spend all day searching and don't find any clues about his dad, he's going to go home for now. In Dad's cottage, we looked at the floppy disk we found in Michael's briefcase. There was a report that said the pollution in the lake was an unknown contaminant, meaning it can't be Caruso Resort's fault, so Matthew's dad is innocent. Elizabeth said that Michael's company polluted the water, but I guess sometimes people just decide things without evidence. I told Dad that Matthew is the runaway that Dan is looking for, and Dad surprised me by telling him not to report him. It's good to know that Dad's not the same as all the other adults. There are a bunch of pictures of me and Mom by Dad's desk on the second floor of the cottage. One of them was him and Mom in front of the mermaid statue by the lake. He looks so much younger in the photo. I wonder if it was taken right before they got married. In front of the clock tower, I had another flashback about Mom from 13 years ago. She told me when I was little that she and Dad had been to the top of this clock tower. She looked really happy telling me how beautiful the view is from the top. The clock tower is locked up now, but it used to be open for the public to go all the way to the top. I want to climb up there myself someday. I bet it's a beautiful view. Did Mom come here to revisit those memories she made with Dad? The suspicious guy came up to me and introduced himself as John Smith, which is like announcing this is a fake name. He claims he's a special agent for some investigation service. But I don't really buy it. But he does know about Matthew, and also about me, which is creepy. He says he's investigating the incident 5 years ago, so I asked him what he's learned. He wouldn't tell me, and instead gave me a line about how some truths are better left unknown. Then he told me to give Matthew the same warning. But why me? Tell him yourself, creep. Matthew is sure that this guy is behind everything, but I think that's just based on his suspicious appearance. Talking to him, I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy, but he's obviously not being honest. Okay. We found a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of an old house. The dad in the picture is a tall, responsible-looking guy. He doesn't look like a guy who would be polluting the lake. He's got too kind of face. Michael was investigating the lake pollution and found out that it was caused by an unknown contaminant. Seems like he went missing while trying to figure out what that contaminant was. When Matthew saw the photo of his family in the basement of that old house, it seems so painful for him, remembering the days when they were all happy and together. He doesn't really remember what happened when his dad went missing, though. It reminds me of Dee. I wonder if something terrible happened to him, too. He really, really didn't want to go to the clock tower, which made me wonder if he's connected to whatever stopped the clock there. Hang in there, Matthew. We've figured out that the pollution wasn't your dad's fault, and I'm sure we'll find more clues. Bob. The owner of the restaurant, Bob's Food Hut. He seems like a great guy, even like the way he talks. Even though we just met, I kind of feel like I've known him forever and can be really comfortable around him. I hope we get to talk more. There is a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of the old house, and in it, a cute little girl with the same blue eyes as Matthew. She is holding that stuffed rabbit. That's Kelly. If she loves that rabbit so much, how did it end up in her dad's briefcase? It seems like she'd never let it go. I thought Matthew would take it, but he didn't. I don't get why not. Maybe he just doesn't like that rabbit. Kelly is somewhere far away, and Matthew hasn't been able to see her in a while. She must feel as lonely as he does, not being able to hug her big brother. There was a photo of Matthew's family in the basement of the old house, and in it was Matthew's mother smiling brightly. She looked like she was a very kind person. It seems she was prone to illness and pretty weak, but whenever Matthew and Kelly played together, she took joy in seeing them. I'm sure being with the family she loves so much is what made her look so happy. Alright, chase after Matthew. Gosh darn it, the fish burger!
listening in on my phone call, weren't you?
You knew?
Of course. I'm a special agent, after all. So, how much did you hear?
I heard everything. You were talking about Crusoe Resort. Crusoe Resort was Matthew's dad's company. Hang on, Matthew's dad. You know something about him, don't you? Just tell me. You're looking into what went on here 5 years ago. And Matthew's dad is somehow involved in that, right?
Remember what I told you about certain truths? Trust the adults to handle the situation. And that goes for Matthew, too. Got it?
Could he be any shadier? But now I'm super curious. It seems like he's investigating JC Valley too. What's the connection between Crusoe Resort and JC Valley? Nobody knows where Matthew's dad is or what polluted the lake. There just has to be some kind of connection, but what? Wait, where'd Matthew go?
Graham Family Home Grounds. Pumpkins. Not quite sure. Looks like someone might still be living here, though. Oh, he's in the pumpkin patch? Dude.
Matthew?
Ashley! Where'd he go? He should have come this way, but it's like he just disappeared.
He gave me the slip too.
Aw, man.
Huh?
Same design as the clock tower.
What do you think you're doing? Hold it right there, you two. This is my garden. And you're trespassing.
I'm so sorry.
What are you doing here?
Looking for someone.
We're looking for someone.
And who might that be?
A man in sunglasses. Did he come through here?
A man in sunglasses. That's your whole description?
Well, he's tall, and he's wearing a suit. And he's super sketchy.
Nobody like that's been through here. Now, get out of my garden. Quickly now! Shoo! Shoo!
Yeah, right. Let's go.
I recognize that boy.
Sunglasses guy got away. Not to mention some mean old lady yelled at us. I'm pooped.
Same. And hungry. And thirsty. Let's head over to that restaurant.
Okay, but then we gotta look at the pollution on the computer.
Right, let's go.
Yeah, she's just gonna yell at us. If I go back that way. Let's not. Alright, I was thinking of something, but now... memories? Oh, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. The house and then Bob's food. That's a guitar. I'll go to the house first. The one that has the memory. Memora. This place is huge. It looks even bigger compared to its neighbors. It's basically a mansion, not a cottage at all. Yeah, well.
It's Tommy and Janet.
Oh, so cool.
Right? Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh,
Yo, Ashley.
hey! Do you guys usually practice here?
Yeah, the owner's great. He said we can use the place whenever there's downtime.
Oh, cool. What were you playing? Did you write it yourselves?
Not bad, huh?
It was great.
Well, I was the one who wrote it.
Hang on! I helped!
Ashley, I'm hungry.
Who's this?
He's a friend of mine.
Ashley?
He works at the guest house.
Bob, the guy who owns this place. He's out shopping right now. He ought to be back soon.
I don't think he recognized you.
Phew.
So your song, will it have vocals?
Sure, of course. Our band's biggest selling points are Tommy's skill with the guitar and my tight as a drum drumming. But you know what really brings it all home? Elizabeth's vocals. She's like our secret weapon. But despite us waiting for ages, our leader didn't show up today. Such a pain. What should we do, Tommy? Want to go look for her?
She'll show her face sooner or later.
But the band contest is just around the corner. And we need time to re-record our demo.
Chill about the contest, okay? I'm just doing this to have fun. Something to look back on.
What? But I'm totally serious. I want to hit it big.
That why you didn't bring your drums?
I'm practicing at home. Lugging a whole drum set around isn't as easy as lifting a guitar. Besides, if
Fair.
we're going to meet up as a band, the whole band needs to meet up. Even Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know.
You're pretty serious about the contest, huh?
You play guitar, right? Did you consider entering?
Actually, I did enter, for now.
Aha! I knew it! I had a feeling you'd be all over it. I could see it in your eyes while we were performing.
Yeah? What'd you see?
Okay, you caught me. I'm in a band back home. So when I heard you and Tommy playing,
What? You're in a band?
yeah, I play guitar.
Huh, so cool.
I guess.
So what's your band like?
There's just two of us, keyboard and guitar.
Is the keyboard player a girl too?
No, he's a guy. He sings too.
Oh, wow!
We only just recently grouped up together. He writes the music, I add the lyrics. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go through with the contest.
Hold on a sec. Is the keyboard player your boyfriend?
What? No, he's not.
How confident are you about the contest?
I, kind of just lost my confidence. A little bit.
Damn.
I mean, Tommy's amazing. I can't come close to that.
Playing good's not about anything but having fun.
Tommy, come here.
Uh-oh.
What?
You're gonna be in a band contest?
Yeah. If we win, we might get signed.
So you want to be a musician?
Yep.
Like, seriously?
I mean, yeah, pretty serious, I think. I'd really like to hear Elizabeth sing.
I really wish you could. She hasn't been super sociable.
Oh, that's a shame.
Now that you mention it, something is up with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't usually miss practice. It all started after we recorded our demo.
Right.
I ran into her near the boathouse earlier. I wonder, was she avoiding band practice?
Hey, Ashley, come here.
Huh? What's up?
Now that I know you entered the contest, I've got to hear what you can do. Right, Tommy?
Just one song. You in, Ashley?
Sure, do it. At least try.
To say yes after hearing how good Tommy is. Seeing that guitar, I really want to get my hands on it. Okay, just be yourself. I can do this.
Do it.
All right, let's jam. Now you're talking.
Lend me a guitar?
I've got another one here.
Oh, your guitar's electric? I play an acoustic. It's got a pickup though.
An acoustic electric, huh? Any effects?
Nope.
In that case, it's gonna sound way different than yours. What you think? That gonna be okay?
I'll give it a shot. Won't know unless I try, right?
Very punk rock of you. All right, let's do this.
Wow, you really worked up a sweat, huh?
Well, I was kind of nervous. Like, all the way nervous.
You were going too fast, Tommy.
Wow, you're not bad.
You're amazing, Tommy. You're gonna win that contest for sure.
Thanks, but
Hmm.
What's wrong?
we lost the demo we recorded for the contest.
It was on Elizabeth's music player, but she lost it somewhere. We could just re-record it, but
That was our best performance ever. Don't say we can re-record it. Ain't that easy.
I know. We don't think lightning can strike twice, and Elizabeth doesn't come to practice. But we could really be something special.
That's why we're here practicing. It's how we get better. Come on, let's get back to it.
Got it.
So that's how it is.
I'm back.
Hey, Bob.
We missed you, Bob.
What would the diner do without you?
It would not. It would not work out.
Are the future rock stars practicing hard? Hey, Ashley. Glad you came.
I heard you have the best food in town.
It's the only food in town.
When are we gonna eat?
Didn't mean to keep you waiting. Sorry about that, kiddo. I'll whip something up on the double.
Thanks.
You got it.
You seem like a really nice guy.
Nice. Who, me?
Yeah, you. You even let Tommy and his friends practice here. I don't think most restaurant owners would do that.
Ah, well, that's no big deal. Look at their faces. Who could say no to that? Reminds me of my younger days. I was a bit of a troublemaker, but I had my passions.
Thanks for everything, Bob.
You know what says gratitude? Spending some money. Perfected the art of sipping a single soda so slowly. That's kids. What can you do? at those photos. Chatting, laughing, having a great time.
Wow.
Dr. Robbins himself is in one of the pictures. Have a look. All right, it's ready. I now present to you the salmon rice burger.
Does look good.
Oh, it smells great.
It looks so good.
Let's dig in.
Get going, Bob.
It was just as good as it looked. Thank
Cute.
you so much.
Yeah, it was super tasty.
You left a burger. How? Okay, there it goes.
Jeez, Matthew, you really must have been starving.
Now, could I interest you in some dessert?
No way, I'm stuffed. I'm gonna check out the photos.
Matthew will probably have dessert. If there's a cool pop sign, it must mean they sell it here. Chili dog $3.99, hot dog $2.99, salmon rice burger $2.99. Why is the chili dog more than the salmon rice burger? It might be good chili. Chicken burger $2.99. Chef salad $6.99. Chicken salad $7.99. Apple pie $3.99. Pecan pie. A pecan pie for 99 cents. And sweet potato pie for $3.99. Why is your pecan pie so cheap compared to your other two? Do you have a lot of it? Or is it just not a big seller, which is a surprise to me because pecan pie is good. Poster claims that even mermaids love the salmon rice burger. Does Bob know a mermaid? We're kind of far from the lakeshore. I wonder if that means this place delivers. This counter is made of real wood. It's simple yet classy. I like the no-frills atmosphere of this place. It's kind of retro. Gumball machine. I can use tokens to get gumballs. Might as well try it, right? Yellow gum. Now what does the yellow gum do? Yellow gumball I got from the gumball machine. It's probably lemon flavored. I guess this place serves alcoholic drinks too. Dad likes a drink now and then. I wonder how often he comes here for one. Where is Bob's Food Hut?
Nuh-uh.
It's a staff room. I shouldn't go in without permission. Where's the origami? Might be in the staff room or behind the counter. Oh, pff, or it's right there. I thought that was a key for a minute. A ghost of a musical festival scanned. Rex told me a very interesting story after a jam session at Bob's. A long time ago, Russo Resort planned to build a concert venue and hold a music festival. The theme of the festival is going to be harmony between nature and music. Michael, the resort company's president, hoped to share Lake Juliet's natural beauty and charm. He wanted to use music to show everyone the importance of protecting the environment. Rex is a music lover and environmentalist himself, so he was a big fan of the plan. He even offered to help make it happen. I love the idea myself, so if it ever did come to fruition, I'd love to form a proper band with Rex and Bob and take our turn on stage. Unfortunately, Crusoe Resort was canned, so the plans for the music festival were canned too. I never became more than a dream. So they were friends and they were in a band? Way back when? That's fun. That's cool. I think this is the original Cool Pop logo that they used back when it first launched. I remember Dad saying there was only one flavor at first. Old photo.
Wow, it's Bob. He's so young. I feel like I've seen that food stand somewhere before.
Flashback!
Thank you. Huh. Japanese food that uses salmon. Well, rice balls with salmon are probably my favorite.
I just remembered. Mom got food from this stand.
Oh, that's me from a long time ago. I was a bit more handsome then, eh?
When was this taken?
This was before I had the food hut, so about 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
This fine diner started out as a humble food stand. I wanted a convenient way to sell my burgers. I'd set up shop wherever there were tourists. Sold hamburgers every day.
What changed?
Well, it's not exactly that the burgers weren't popular, but they lacked that special something. Never sold out. I started thinking and realized what was missing. I needed a centerpiece, a real showstopper.
Oh, I know. You're talking about the salmon rice burger, aren't you?
Bingo! Of course, I didn't come up with it all by my lonesome. It's quite the funny story, in fact. One of my customers inspired it. They gave me a tip that led to my greatest invention.
Who was the customer?
She was a tourist who came to visit the mermaid statue. Now that I think about it, her eyes were just like yours. Had a young girl with her. She said she was meeting an old friend by the clock tower.
A customer gave you a tip?
Yep, a fine tip indeed. I've been pondering how to use the salmon I caught in the lake. I wanted to make some sort of specialty. But back then, all I could make was hamburgers. I tried a few different salmon burgers, but I couldn't quite nail the level of quality I was looking for. As I'm racking my brain over it, a woman came up to the stand. She mentioned she was Japanese. I thought she might have a good idea for a recipe.
She was Japanese?
And I'll never forget what she said. Rice balls with salmon are probably my favorite. She said you take the rice and ball it up around the fish. That was my eureka moment. Maybe salmon goes better with rice than with bread. So how about I try using rice for the bun? After that, I needed to puzzle out the best way to cook the fish. So after a little trial and error, the salmon rice burger was born.
That's quite the story. It must have been Mom who gave Bob the tip. But who was Mom meeting at the clock tower? An old friend? Who could that be?
Framed photos are hung side by side.
This may be the first time I've seen Dad having fun.
The three of us first hit it off when we started talking music. Nowadays, we're fishing buddies.
You all talked about music? Does my dad even like music?
Does he ever? In fact, when he was younger, he dreamed of hitting it big. He's no slouch on piano, you know.
I didn't know, actually. I can't believe he can play piano.
He told me he played keyboard in a rock band back in the day. Rex and I were crazy about the guitar, same as Tommy. We all got pretty jazzed up going on about those days, so the three of us tried jamming together.
No, seriously? Why would Dad hide that from me? Do you go fishing with my dad a lot?
Oh yeah, the three of us go out all the time. I taught them everything they know. Of course, your dad and Rex are still beginners, but they seem to be enjoying themselves all the same.
I had no idea.
Here I thought all Dad did was sit in a dimly lit room doing research, but I guess he has friends, just like a normal person.
Oh, that was so good.
How was it, kiddo? Meet your standards?
Yeah, I've never had a burger like that. I would like fish a lot more if it all tasted like that.
Very good.
Ready to go, Matthew?
Yup, I feel a lot better.
Come back soon, Ashley. Got it?
I will. Hey, Tommy, Janet, I'm heading out.
See you later, Ashley.
See ya.
Good luck with practice.
Thanks.
Let's hurry back to your dad's cottage.
Right. We'll use his computer to look into the pollution.
I want to check out the mansion. Oh.
Ashley.
Oh,
Huh? Ashley, come on.
Ryan? Go on ahead, Matthew. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Sorry to surprise you. I wanted to speak, just the two of us. This is my cottage. Let's talk inside.
I'm wondering if Lake Juliet's just haunted. You know. Let me read my stuff before I talk to Ryan. Granny lady. Matthew ran ahead, chasing after John. When I came looking for him, I found myself in a big yard with a greenhouse and a very well-tended garden. I found Matthew there, but the old lady who lives there got mad at us for being on her property. We explained we weren't trying to cause any trouble, but the look she gave us was really scary. So Matthew and I got out of there as quick as we could. But something's been bothering me. The emblem on the door to her house. I've seen it somewhere before, but where? Clock tower. What's up, Ryan?
Wow, it's so minimalist.
I have no need for possessions. I don't spend much time here.
Too busy at work, huh? Sounds familiar.
Something like that. But perhaps not as busy as you.
What do you mean?
Are you not? You've been wandering all over Lake Juliet, haven't you?
I guess you've seen me around.
I have.
I'm looking for my friend's dad.
Is that so?
He disappeared 5 years ago. So I'm trying to help my friend figure out where he went. We found a lot of information, but nothing really helpful yet.
I see.
I guess it sounds weird when I say it like that, huh?
No, it's understandable. Would you tell me your friend's name?
Matthew Crusoe.
Crusoe. Is this friend of yours related to Crusoe Resort?
You know about it?
I do. It's not a secret. I believe everyone in town is familiar.
You said everyone knows about Crusoe Resort. Well, if they do, nobody seems to want to talk about it.
Is that so?
Dan the forest ranger said that something bad happened. He wouldn't give me any details, though.
There is a likely reason why they can't talk about it. Sometimes we know the truth, but wish to hide it.
Do you know something? If you do, you have to tell me.
You and I are a lot alike.
What?
I believe that since meeting you at the campsite. We have many things in common. We both lost a mother. We both treasured Sayoko. And we both have a strong desire to learn the truth.
Stop changing the subject. Tell me what you know about Crusoe Resort.
There's nothing for me to tell. Nothing you don't already know. The accusations that the resort polluted the lake are false.
Really? The resort's not responsible?
That's correct.
Then who's to blame? Who framed Crusoe Resort for the pollution?
Now that you will learn in time.
I'm getting a little headachy. What's going on? My head feels fuzzy.
You must be exhausted. Don't push yourself too hard. Curiosity is not a sin, Ashley. But don't forget, the real reason you came to Lake Juliet. There's someone waiting here for you.
Ryan, I gotta get to my dad's. Matthew must be worried about me.
I understand.
Huh?
His bedroom must be past here, and it's pretty rude to go into someone's bedroom without permission. That's true. But it's not rude to go to their bathroom. Oh, this is not his bathroom. I thought this was his bathroom. Pretty standard look. Matches the room. No clothes on it, though. Maybe he keeps them in a closet? He does say that he doesn't stay here, so there's that. A big bookshelf with so few books. How is imagined researchers' homes being packed floor to ceiling with books? I saw an infomercial about this before. I wonder if it does all the things they claimed. Ryan must have seen it on TV and wondered the same thing. Bye, Ryan.
What's that?
Oh, this?
It's beautiful.
It's a kaleidoscope. A memento of my mother. It's broken, but you can still see a cherry blossom in it. Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
My mom used this?
Yep.
What's wrong?
I remember my mom holding this. Did you meet up with my mom 13 years ago?
No.
But I remember it.
Is it possible that this memory from 13 years ago is from a different place?
What?
Your hippocampus myelinates so rapidly. And yet, despite your superb neural pathways, you are still susceptible to false recall. I have memories that I recall incorrectly too. I fell gravely ill when I was young. My father treated me. That was when I first met his assistant, Sayoko.
Really?
The treatments were painful, but Sayoko kept my spirits high. I'd give her this kaleidoscope before each session. And afterward, I'd wake up, and there she was. She'd hand me the kaleidoscope, smile, and say,
You were so brave, Ryan. Your mom was watching over you, I'm sure.
But one day, I awoke to find myself alone. Sayoko should have been by my side. Surely that's a false recall.
I had no idea.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk.
Yeah, me too. See you later.
We're seriously going?
No complaining. Hey, Ashley.
I thought you were going to your dad's. How'd you end up here?
Oh, just taking the scenic route.
So you're free. Then you should come with us.
Wait, what? Where?
Elizabeth's place.
Why me?
Strength in numbers.
What?
We're going to get to the bottom of this Elizabeth situation. Like, ask her why she doesn't come to practice. Aren't you curious?
A little, but...
Then it's settled.
Yeah, come with us.
Gosh darn it. Matthew first.
I don't know. I have a friend waiting for me.
Is that the kid you were with at Bob's?
Yeah,
Where's he at now?
waiting at my dad's cottage.
Oh, he'll be fine. It's not like he's a little kid.
Well, sure, but...
Our band's future is at stake. Please come with us.
Okay, fine. But I can't keep my friend waiting much longer.
I knew you'd understand. Now let's go, go, go.
I have no choice.
Ugh, it's useless. I don't get a word of this.
If we don't find anything today... You have to go back to your uncle's for now.
We're running out of time.
Uh-oh. Yep, we'll save. Oh! Yes, save. Secret of the Lake complete. Alright. For now, I think I'm gonna call it. Good stuff, good progress. I'm liking the story. And I'm liking the characters. They're really good. Learning more about the area, Sayako and Ashley's dad, as well as the other characters in this story. Oh, all good. Oh, but I think I'm gonna be done streaming for now anyway. I really want to get something to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. I tend to start my morning streams without eating anything, so I get hungry. Okay, I might be back on a little later with some Pal World if people are interested. Probably play with Hark and Rabbit. We'll see. But until then, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. I'll probably play more of this my normal time on Wednesday. Wednesday, there will be no, like, early morning stream like I've been doing the last couple weeks, because wonky work schedule. as happens. But I should be playing this normal time about around 2 p.m.-ish Central Standard Time. Yeah, if you're interested, show up. Let me know. Chat with me. I don't know. Do what you want. But yeah, until then, have a good one, everybody. Bye.